Frontline trauma. Yearly, more than 100 firefighters seek counseling from the chaplaincy branch of the Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB to cope with the traumatic experiences they witness on the job. Head of the Welfare and Chaplaincy branch of the JFB, Senior Superintendent Cruz, who shared that not all affected personnel of the more than 2,000 staff members report trauma, said these figures could be concerning for the brigade. A consistent number of firefighters seeking help suggests that there may be underlying issues related to mental health or job stress within the brigade. High rates of seeking help could indicate that firefighters are facing significant challenges that need to be addressed to ensure that their well-being and maintain operational effectiveness, he told reporters. The Welfare Department is an arm of the JFB that is tasked with providing support and catering to the legal, social, religious, and welfare matters of its members, both uniformed and non-uniformed personnel. Swaby shared that when firefighters experience something traumatic on the job that affects their mental health, the general protocol is immediately assessed to counseling services, peer support groups, and critical incident stress management (CISM) resources. Annually, 8 to 10 people a month seek these services, he shared. Additionally, at least 2 group counseling sessions are held, with resources available to staff members for as long as they want. However, underreporting and a lack of visibility, since the department is not always notified of the scenes that may impact firefighters, make it challenging to provide adequate support. For those struggling who refuse to seek help, it's important to emphasize that reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. We are encouraging them to talk to someone they trust or to consider the benefits of professional support. We are reminding them that they are not alone and that many others have faced similar challenges, he stressed. Compounding the issue in a severe staff shortage within the chaplaincy branch, with only 3 persons serving the over 2,000 staff members and their families, the department is stretched thin. If all trauma-exposed firefighters were to record their experiences, Swaby told reporters that the current team would not be able to handle the demand. This would pose significant risk to their mental health and raise ethical concerns. Acknowledging this reality, the senior superintendent said the brigade is currently undergoing a reconstructing exercise to address the issue. While he could not share the specifics, he said it is in his hope that methods will be implemented in short order. Earlier this month, young firefighter Shaheen Nelson died in a car crash, and the firefighters who responded to the accident were her colleagues. She worked closely with them when assigned to the Spanish Town Division. According to reports, many of the first responders broke down on the scene when they learned that Nelson was the person trapped under the truck at the intersection of Prentice Avenue and Angel Store Plaza in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. It was also reported that firefighters from other stations came to the scene to mourn the loss of one of their own. Dr. Thompson, a clinical psychologist specializing in trauma cases, said that based on research, first responders are at a higher rate of developing post-trauma stress disorder due to repeated exposure to traumatic events. She stressed the need for psychological intervention for first responders, recommending various methods that should be implemented to protect their mental health. Those who are working in these high-stress crisis situations may actually need a day off, like a mental health day once a week, that could probably help them to balance and deal with what they are seeing. I would suggest that in their benefits, some kind of mental health day is included so that they can access that resource as needed, Dr. Thompson noted. She added that debriefing sessions after traumatic response calls, a method already implemented in the brigade, is also a great form of psychological support. Group counseling sessions were also lauded by the professional. It must be all hands on deck in fight against crime, JCS stated, emphasizing that Jamaica is at a critical juncture in its fight against crime. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has stated that a collective effort is needed to effectively reduce crime. In a recent address, Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake noted that while there has been a 17.3% reduction in murders and a 13.5% reduction in major crimes overall, the data should be met with both celebration and reflection. Every single major crime is seeing a reduction. These numbers are more than statistical milestone as they represent lives saved, communities made safer, and a shift in how law enforcement is addressing violent crimes. Yet, as encouraging as these figures are, they should be met with both celebration and reflection, he noted. It will take credit for the reduction in crime, which we must also assume a major part of the responsibility when it is increasing, he continued. In a release conveying Blake's message, the JCF stated that crime trends are not static, and while the police play a critical role in managing crime, the broader ecosystem of public safety extends beyond law enforcement. Crime is a reflection of deeper social, economic, and cultural issues that require a holistic, multi-agency approach, the release noted. The Commissioner challenged JCF members to think beyond their immediate duties and view their role as part of a larger strategy for public safety, while also urging the public to rethink their role in crime prevention, emphasizing that every citizen should view themselves as a stakeholder in Jamaica's public safety. It is only through this unified way of thinking and the acceptance of shared responsibility that we will become more effective in tackling the crime and violence challenges, Blake noted. The fight against crime is ongoing, and it is one that requires all hands on deck. As citizens, we must resist the temptation to view crime as solely a police problem. Instead, we must see ourselves as partners in building a safer Jamaica. Chronic flooding, a major challenge for Santa Cruz. Kevin Steele, a maintenance worker at Morrison's Variety Store, located at the center of this busy South Central town, pointed to a large pool of water, slowing motorist traffic to crawl and blocking pedestrians. The road should be dug up and put in a new culvert, a bigger one, he stated. Motorists caution navigated one side of the two-way street, avoiding water, which completely covered the sidewalk opposite the Morrisons, effectively blocking pedestrians. Locals say that after heavy rain, it sometimes takes days before all the water drains away. Steele explained that the pond covered a block culvert which, in his view, was too small to carry the heavy volume of water. A few meters away, a flooded sidewalk spice and vegetable vendor Barbara Campbell, already cramped for room, pressed back against a grilled enclosure to dramatize her predicament during heavy showers. Sometimes her shoes got soaked when water covered the sidewalk, she noted. However, Jacqueline Campbell claimed that her problems in Santa Cruz were minor matters since her home in Beau Savannah, South St. Elizabeth, lost its roof during Hurricane Bear's devastating past on July 3rd. Flooding happens very regularly in Santa Cruz, with rainwater rushing through the Santa Cruz Mountains to the upper Black River Marsh at lower altitude just behind the town. Locals agree that, if anything, the problem has gotten worse in recent years, especially in the buzzing, heavily trafficked commercial area close to Morrison on Main Street. Residents and business operators say, while flooding is also an inconvenience in other areas of Santa Cruz, the water drains away with relative speed elsewhere. That's although the town bypass road, often referred to as Back Road, which is closer to Upper Black River Marsh, is chronically problematic. Flooding in Santa Cruz came to the fore of the latest month meeting at the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. This was raised by Councillor Christopher Williams from the Jamaica Labour Party Santa Cruz Division. Referring to the happenings the previous evening, Williams argued that it is unacceptable to have a main town, the largest town in the parish, and whenever it rains, all the water just runs along the roadway. It is full time that this is addressed. He called for a serious collaborative effort involving the NWA and the municipal corporation to find a solution. For Williams, the flooding in the vicinity of Morrison's Variety Store was particularly annoying and puzzling since, according to him, extensive drain cleanage has been done in that area over recent weeks. We, the municipal corporation, have gone there with the NWA, and no one seemed to be able to identify and come up with a reason. But once upon a time, that wasn't the situation, Williams stated. However, while Williams voiced puzzlement and Steele identified a blocked culvert, several local observers claim a large shopping center, down slope and behind Morrison, and other business places on Main Street was the main reason for the localizing flooding. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.